Well, the Reds got 10 dominant innings out of Aaron Harang Monday night. There were nearly 2 quality starts in 1 game. Brewers back for more in Cincinnati, except Belial only lasted 3 2/3. Craig Counsell to right and Ken Griffey Jr. showing off the D. Here's Prince Fielder in a bit of a slump, hits one deep to left. Ballpark and Adam Dunn will hold it. Ryan Braun comes in to score. It's an RBI triple for Fielder. He had just 1 RBI in his previous 10 games. Bottom 9, Reds trailing by 2. Griffey deep to right. Kevin Mensch. The junior has warning track power now. Francisco Cordero leads the Bigs with 32 saves now. Brewers a 5-3 win.
Cubs and Cards love the rivalry. Z, Albert, Uggs. Bottom 4, 1-0 Chicago. They are loaded with 2 outs, and Zambrano gets Aaron Miles to fly out to end the threat. Carlos chasing his National League leading 13th win. Top 7 after the inning was kept alive on a Scott Rowland error. Aramis Ramirez plates Ryan Terrio. Z loves it. He's now in line for the W. 3-2 Cubs. Bottom 9, Pujols with a tying run aboard. Nothing doing. Ryan Dempster gets him, and the Cubs win it 4-3. Back to the ball yard, Angels and A's. Kelvin Escobar looking for win number 12. Top 7, Travis Buck. That'll leave the yard. 7th of the season. Also had his 2nd career 4-hit game. And the Buck doesn't stop there. More on that in a moment. In the 8th inning, it's Casey Kotchman. Solid. Reggie Willett's around. We've got ourselves a 1-run game at 4-3. Next batter is Gary Matthews. And that could be trouble. But Buck, with total disregard for his own personal safety, a top play nominee, A's out of a jam. Bottom 9, Marcer Izturis flies out to end it, and Oakland takes it 4-3. The Angels going south in a hurry. Losers of 7 of their last 9.
The Yanks averaging nearly 16 runs per game over their last 3, but July 24th, a day of uncommon celebration. That's pine tar on that fan's shirt. You might recall July 24th, 1983, George Brett home run taken away. Excessive pine tar on his bat. After a protest, the game would be completed more than 3 weeks later. The Royals won that game. Top of the first, Yanks up 1-0. Jorge Posada stepped to the plate and lines one to center of Scott Ellerton, who lasted just an inning and 2/3, 7 earned runs. His ERA is over 25 in his last 3 starts.
That's not very good.
No, the Yankees just about did everything they wanted. They've had 63 runs, 79 hits, and a 5-game winning streak. They even get bases loaded walks. Every Yankee had a hit, except A-Rod, of course. Yanks win again.
Another doubleheader. M's, Rangers. Game 1, John Reinecker, just up from AAA, and I guess you could call him the Reinecker Cowboy? You know, it's Texas and all.
Quite a stretch there.
Well, you know what? Dare I say he lassos Ichiro?
Oh, the lasso comes out.
Jose Lopez, yeah. Hey, pitched well. 1 unearned run in 7 innings. Strange play here. It's strike 3, and Joaquin Benoit, the pitcher, comes off the mound to throw out the base runner. But that's only part of the weirdness. Take another look. Catcher Adam Melhuse ducks, completely misses the baseball. It hits Gary Cedarstrom, the umpire, bounces to the mound, and Benoit makes the play. Not sure I've ever seen that before. Top 9 we go in a 2-1 game. Eric Gagne focused. Gets Ibanez to end it. 4th straight loss for the M's. 2-1 your final.
And they've lost 4 straight since getting within a game of the division-leading Angels. What do you say we go for a nightcap? Bottom 8 tied at 3. Chris Rietsma in relief. Travis Metcalf, the rip job. Metcalf is the number 9 hitter. You always love it when your 9th hitter goes 4 for 4. The Rangers had a 4-3 lead. Top 9, here's that same Eric Gagne fella you were just talking about, Scott. Trying to close out his 2nd game. On the same day, gets Yuniesky Betancourt swinging. There's 1 down, now 2 down. Gets Jose Lopez. So Gagne gets 2 saves as the Rangers sweep the Mariners with a doubleheader.
Braves, Giants, Barry Bonds celebrating his 43rd birthday. Still a couple of home runs shy of Hank Aaron. And hey, look who's there. The commish, Bud Selig. Some young fans offering best birthday wishes. We flash back to this date on 2003. Birthday number 39, and Barry with some late-inning heroics against the D-backs.
Swing and a drive! Left center field! This one is over!
What a way to celebrate. Would history repeat itself in 2007? Bonds with a warm ovation from the home crowd, digging in against Tim Hudson, but the shift is on, and that is 4-3 in your scorebook. Bonds 0 for 1. Bottom 4 now. 2 outs, bases empty. Berry strides to the plate again. Big cut, but a foul ball. Nearly comes out of his shoes there. Third pitch. And that is successful. It's not a home run. Turns out to be a long single. Bottom 7. It's 4-0 Braves. Here's Bonds for the 3rd time. Oh, ring him up. Nasty two-seamer. Bonds 1 for 3. It's a 4-0 game. In the 9th. Bonds with 2 aboard. I don't think that's got the distance. Chipper Jones catches. A little frustration for Berry. But this one's not over. Not by a long shot. Bob Wickman in a 4-1 game, 2 out. Pedro Feliz to left. Willie Harris. Oh, no, he just sort of pulled up, possibly afraid of colliding with Andrew Jones. 2-run score. It's 4-3. Next batter, pinch hitter Benji Molina. Number 1 on his back and number 1 in your hearts. Feliz scores the tying run. 4 in the 9th. We've got bonus baseball. Brian McCann leading off the 10th. Slices one to left, and here comes Berry. Can still pick it at age 43. One more look. Bonds, textbook, and a top play nominee. Bottom 10 we go, and Berry a chance to send everyone home happy, but he gets rung up again. First time all year he struck out looking twice in one game. Up 13. They're at the corners with 2 down. Edgar Renteria into the left field corner, and that'll play to pair. 6-4 Braves. Bottom 13, yep, Seelig still there because Berry's coming up one more time in his 6th at-bat. Well, he lays off the high fastball from Will Ledesma. Ball 4, inning continues. Ryan Klesko, Chris Woodward. Now, in this situation, take the out at first. Instead, he tries to get Bonds, hits him in the back. Everybody's safe, and we've got more drama. The bases loaded now for Fred Lewis. Down 3 with 2 out. And Tyler Yates gets him.
Big Shea going for his 11th win and then some. Top of the 1st, facing Matt Cata, but not for long. 92-mile-an-hour heat. Top of the 2nd, Ronnie Paulino. You get the idea. Next batter. How's Jack Wilson doing these days? He's looking. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Maine 7 innings, struck out 7. Maine, he's an all-around ball player. Checks the third base coach. Should I lay one down, maybe a sacrifice, or maybe swinging away? John Maine, get out of town. His first Major League home run. His 5th career hit. Mets do go on to win. Jason Bay, not pictured, hit 2 home runs in the losing effort, but he's not a pitcher. The Dodgers in Houston on the day Craig Biggio announced he would retire after this, his 20th season with the Astros. He went into the game 7 hits away from passing Rafael Palmeiro for 23rd on the all-time list. And he's on his way with the Astros down 3-1 in the 5th. That's a hit, career hit 3015. Bottom 6, bases loaded, tied at 3. Oh yeah, it's Biggio.
Fly ball left field. They're getting up in left field, and that's a grand slam for Craig Biggio. On an emotional night, he hits a slam. Who's running this stuff? That's incredible.
2nd salami of the season, 4th of his career. Here's what he had to say afterwards.
Today's a very emotional day, you know, for me and my family, and you know, to be able to then come out tonight and hit a grand slam. We haven't done that really at all in the history of my career. Maybe I should announce a retirement every day.
The man does have a flair for the dramatic. The Astros go on to win 7-4. All Biggio all the time.
So could the Pods take advantage of the Dodger misfortune? Well, speaking of misfortune, Chris Young got the start. Wasn't around long. More on that in a moment. Top 1, Mike Cameron. That's all good for the Padres here as Cameron hits a 3-run shot to make it 3-0 San Diego. But Young, before the bottom of the 3rd, comes out to warm up. Bud Black sort of looks him over, says, something's not right here. Leaves the game with what they called a strained abdominal muscle. 2 innings for Young and done. They call him day-to-day now, but we'll see. Top 8 in a 3-3 game. Adrian Gonzalez playing the role of hero. Out of the reach of Willie Taveras. Michael Barrett scores. Pods tack on 1 more and win it 5-3.
First 14-game winner. Top of the fourth, scoreless. Red Sox at 2 on, 2 out. Mike Lowell shoots one to left. Ben Francisco tries to make the diving catch to trap Kevin Youkilis. Scores 1-0 Red Sox. Really all they would need. Watch it again. Francisco misjudges it a bit. A couple of steps back. It cost him. One step shy of making the diving play. Bottom four, here's Daisuke Matsuzaka with that 1-run lead. Francisco a chance to make up for his misjudgment, swinging. Daisuke, high heat for Josh Barfield. First batter in the fifth, Grady Sizemore. We'll see you later. Matsuzaka, 7 innings, no earned, 5 strikeouts. To the ninth, Jonathan Papelbon time, 1 out. Still a 1-0 game. Gets former Red Sox Trot Nixon swinging. Next batter, it's Francisco. Can do nothing with that. Papelbon's 23rd save. Daisuke's 12th win of the season.
Tigers and Chi Sox playing a pair. Game 1, Javier Vazquez takes the baseball. Top 5, Pudge Rodriguez thoroughly unimpressed. Rock and roll, 9th home run of the year for Pudge, and that ties the game at 2. Top 6 we go, and the seemingly unstoppable Curtis Granderson hit a home run on Monday, and he goes yard on Tuesday. In fact, the last 5 games, 9 out of 17 with 5 RBI. Tied at 3. Bottom 6. And Paul Konerko taking matters into his own hands. Off of Jeremy Bonderman, number 22 for Konerko, and in a crisp 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Nice.
Sox win at 5-3. The nightcap. Tigers jump out to a 7-1 lead. It's 7-3 in the 7th when Jim Thome steps up with 2 aboard, and all of a sudden we've got ourselves a tight ball game. 50th career jack for Thome against the Tigers, and it's a 7-6 game. Bottom 8. Scotty Posednik just activated on this day off the disabled list, and welcome back, my friend. 3rd RBI of the season. Rob Makowiak scores. We're tied at 7. Same inning now. Zach Minor to A.J. Pierzynski, and, well, that's more than a minor problem. Under the glove of Carlos Guillen, Posednik scores to make it 8-7 Sox. 9th inning now, it's Bobby Jenks, who got the save in Game 1, and wouldn't you know it, line drive double play off the bat of Mike Rabello. Jenks gets his 2nd save of the day, and the Tigers have lost 2 straight for the first time this month. Top plays, the best of the best of a Tuesday. Number 10, Aaron Rowan.
He jams him.
Now, that's not just a home run. That is a serious home run. Rowan not getting cheated. More from this game later.
At number 9, the Devil Rays and Orioles, Ramon Hernandez to 3rd. Akinori Iwamura, the stop and the throw to first for the out. Backhanded, and then in foul territory, tremendous throw. A rare highlight for the D-Rose, who lost 3-0.
Dodgers Astros, number 8, Luis Gonzalez, little looper. Jason Lane just called up from AAA. Let's stick around for. He shouldn't retire. I'm just saying. Number 6, Richie Sexson, off of Cameron Lowe's glove, bare hand and throw, and I like to call that a flesh gem. Rangers win the game, by the way, 4-3.
Richie Sexson involved at number 5, too. This is from Game 1 of the doubleheader. In the right center, Marlon Byrd coming on with a sliding grab. And yet more from this game later.
Number 4, WNBA, Lauren Jackson ties a league record with 47 points. But not quite enough. The Storm lose 97-96 in overtime.
Coming in at number 3, the Nationals and Phillies, Brian Schneider to 2nd, Chase Utley, the diving stop and the throw. And there's more from this game in a matter of second.
Like right now kind of thing. Number 2, Shane Victorino to 3rd. Ryan Zimmerman gets airward and still gets